Okay, this is gonna end up being pulled pork. This is Boston butt. There's two pieces here. One is 8.5 pounds and the other one is 3.5 pounds. It is seasoned with garlic powder, paprika, chili powder, cayenne pepper, and a little salt and pepper, which is my normal spice rub. And it's about to go on to the smoker. It'll take about 12 to 14 hours minimum. It's being smoked using maple and ash. A lot of people use fruit woods. It works really well, but the maple and the ash gives a nice flavor also. So it's the way I like to do it. Works good. Thanks. That's what it looks like to start with, and I'll shoot stuff as I go throughout the night. So what I use for a mop is a hard cider that I make. A hard cider is fermented apple juice. It is about the same alcohol level as a beer, so about 5%. I normally use a spray bottle, but my dog got a hold of the spray bottle that I used and decided to punch holes in it. So I'm going to use basically looks like a clear ketchup container, and I'll just lightly coat the meat with that. So here we go. Now I've put a nice little coat of the mop on. Not sure that's really showing up real good. There. It's time to top off the wood and come back in another 90 minutes and do it again. So just added 2 more pieces or 3 more pieces of wood into the coal box. It will start firing up shortly, and you can see it will make some nice smoke, and everything will be good for the next 90 minutes. It's a long, painstaking process, but very good meal, and we will actually get quite a few different meals out of this one cooking. Well, unfortunately, I fell asleep. I've been setting my alarm for every couple hours to get up and keep feeding it wood, and I slept through my alarm, so 4 hours, and the fire had died. So I have just restarted the fire. I'm just now up to about 150 degrees again. The meat still had a little heat in it. I'm very upset that I had fallen asleep, so now this puts my cooking schedule behind by several hours. I was hoping to have everything done and ready for dinner tonight at 5 o'clock. We'll see how that goes. So the fire's going good now, making lots of smoke, getting heat, get everything back up to temperature, and hopefully I'll be ready in time. right now the meat, let me zoom in and then I'll show you, is looking good. It's nice and dark, so don't freak out. It's really good that way. So it looks like it's burnt, but it is not. It has a nice crust on it, and it's got several hours to go, and it will be really, really good. I'll show you the finished product when we're done. Thanks. Smell is incredible. I also decided to smoke a couple of onions to put in some salsa that I'm going to make. So I know it looks burnt, but it is not. That is a beautiful soft crust on it, and it is going to be incredibly good. Okay, so they are done. I pulled the bone out of that one. You can see how it's just falling apart. You can see how far the bone is hung out on that one. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'll pull the bone out. Basically the roast, the Boston butt, pork shoulder, pulled pork, whatever you want to call it, will fall apart roughly when I pull that bone out. So just grab that bone. You can see how nice and clean this comes out. So just comes out, set that aside. Just beautiful meat. Got a nice smoke ring. I'll show that more in a minute. So I'll basically pull it off the grill, set it on this pan, and then it'll get chopped up in a few minutes. So let's see how to show you the smoke ring. Okay. You see this pinky purple ring around the edge? That is from smoking it, and it is so tender and just falls apart. And so I'll shred this all up and we will have sandwiches. We'll also use it for pulled pork tacos. We're gonna have a pork stew with this in it. We'll probably put in this in some rice and have rice and tomatoes, and this, it's so good.